it's always nice to get off to a good start of the year. It's a good team. Always good to win any game, particularly good win against a good team.
Yeah, I think they guarantee that open up a lot of opportunities for us because now with Booneville, we know that we have a good defensive line. Everybody else will now.
Yeah, defensively, you guys, we felt like we could have called out either the defensive line, but guys, over the couple of years, guys. Everybody always talks about the skill guys. They talk about they should. Yeah. All of the, that ingredient that's always needs to be there to control that the defensive line, particularly on defense, seems to be there now. You guys, particularly you and your buddies on the defensive front, seem to do that tonight.
Yeah, we are all classmates, and see, we won't have any seniors on our defensive line, so I had to step up and do something. I've been out there for 3 years. And, I just tell them every time I get a lot of tackles, they're going to double up on me, then they open up opportunities for y'all.
Perez, I know you weigh, listen, about 6'1", 6'2", what are you?
6'3".
6'3"?
Yes, sir.
How much you weigh?
320.
320. You should be able to anchor that defensive line pretty well.
Yeah, I try my best to do it.
Of course, I don't know a lot about what you guys' assignment. You play a lot of one gap, or what do you play the most of?
I play the 3 gap. I got to just hit the guard, squeeze down, and cover my hole.
Well, next week you guys are at home, I think, for your home opener. And, of course, obviously you got some big games coming up in the next couple of weeks. Congratulations. Nice effort by you, particularly tonight, defensive on the defensive line. Also your teammates as well.
Yeah. We got a lot of people. They got a lot of backups. We still working on a backup for me, but that probably won't be happening anytime soon.
Congratulations. Great effort. Thank you so much. Here with Tremaine Young and also his teammate, Mr. Watson, who said that he had to be on here with us tonight. Congratulations defensively, Tremaine. What a great effort from you tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Defensively, we talked about how you guys defensively had gotten a lot better on the defensive line. That was always the key. The skilled people have always been there, but your defensive guys on the defensive floor all really stepped up tonight.
Yes, sir. We stepped up really good, Our defense line did really good tonight, I think.
He never runs out of anything to say, does he?
He always got something to say.
Is he the talker?
Yeah, he's the talker for me.
Obviously, when you're playing defense, and particularly on the defensive line, everybody sees these little guys that make all these plays and all the fun-looking things and all that. But the game's really won is always right in that, on that interior line, isn't it, guys?
Yes. The line did good. We stopped them today. Gonna be next week too. Do the same thing.
Well, congratulations. Great job. I don't know how many you were in the backfield all night long and they had a couple sacks.
Had to stay in the backfield where I belong.
Where you belong. How about yourself? Next week you guys are at home.
Yeah, next week I'm shooting for like 10, 11. We're going to share that.
Congratulations to the defensive line. Good luck for the rest of the season as well, okay? Thanks, guys. And welcome back once again to the dressing room for the Baldwyn Bearcats. Coach, your players are gone, but me and you are left along with Steven. I tell you, that's not 3 pretty people at all.
No.
Well, y'all may be. I can't speak.
No,
I'm not. Coach, congratulations. It's always good to get a good win over a good football team.
It's nice, and especially when you beat a rivalry like Booneville. This is the first time I can remember playing them in the first game of the season, and it gave you a challenge. At the same time, you had to step forward to see that, and I think our kids did a good job tonight.
Coach, the one thing that we talked about, everybody always talks about your skill guys, and we know you got some really good skill guys. But, if there's one area, of course, I know they always say the most improvements from week 1 to week 2. And, I know there's a lot of things you guys will look at and say, we can do much better at this next week than we did now. And Sir Booneville can say the same thing as well. But the one thing that really was impressive to me, obviously, was those big interior defensive linemen. They were really active tonight.
Well, we returned all that forward. And we were really counting on them because we lost 2 inside linebackers. It was all state, both of them, so we had to rely somewhere. And we told them the ball game was relying on them and to really set the tone, protect those linebackers, and get them a chance to where they can really learn how to play the game. And none of the linebackers have ever played there before, so we had a junior and we had a sophomore that started, and then a senior that backed those up. So. They made some mistakes back there, maybe some wrong sets, wrong calls, but they're going to get better. The defensive front helped them tremendously, though, tonight.
Talk a little bit about you. Of course, you got a change here. You lost Caleb last year, and, Wesley Wallman, young man, came in from Saltillo. And, and particularly in the first quarter of the football game, seemed to be in control of the offense. Talk a little bit about his play. I know obviously he'll have a lot of things he'll correct between now and next week, but I know you had to feel pretty good about how he got off to a pretty good start in his first football game as a Bearcat.
That's a big plus for him. It built him a little confidence up to having a game like this, especially against a big team like Booneville, come in ranked number 6, I think, in the state in 3A, and number 2 in the area right here. So that was a big mark, and it was a question mark for us when we came into the game. Didn't know how the leadership would be. I think he responded real well, and he stepped forward, made some good plays the first half, good passes. Of course, the offense is a little bit new to him, but I think and like I said, he's going to have to be some changes or some corrections made, but he'll make those, I think.
Booneville has some really good skilled people too, particularly with Southford and Brown and Anderson, the wide receiver. And your guys seem to do a pretty good job of taking some things away from them tonight.
Well, he's got some good skilled people, but he lost an offensive line last year, and people don't realize how important those guys are up front when you lose them. And we were a little bit more experienced on defensive front than he was on the offensive front. I think that helped us a whole lot in the ball game.
Talk a little bit as well. I mean, of course, I know your running back Zadrian Shelley. He's a warrior for you. He goes out there every Friday night and he gives you everything he has. He's not the biggest guy in the world. I don't know if he's maybe 5'7", 5'8". I don't know how tall he is, if he's that much, maybe. But of course, he's a hard runner, that tough inside runner, and gives you all the things that you need. And he sets the table for your team offensively a lot of times, doesn't he, Coach?
He does, and this year we're playing him both ways. Last year he didn't play both ways, but he's playing both ways this time, and that's going to hurt him for a while till he gets used to that.
I know next week, I guess you guys have your home opener. You'll be against Saltillo, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is what I saw at home. Don't know a lot about Saltillo. Obviously, I think they have a new coaching staff there as well. I think it's a guy that's been there for a long time. But I guess it'll be nice to get home next week and get a chance to play in front of your home folks as well, won't it?
It will. I know. Of course, my son coaches at Saltillo. He's the defensive coordinator down there, and he's talking about they don't have a lot of talent, but I think he said the kids have been really enthusiastic over the new coaching staff, and I think they've worked hard, and they're going to be an improved ball club.
A couple of years ago, they had some really good football players at Saltillo and had things going in the right direction. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that they'd like to get back on the winning track, and that's a big school now anyway. So they've got some athletes, and that's you talk about this one as a rival game for you, but that's a little bit of a rivalry game for you guys as well. In fact, I guess it's probably one of the games that the people in that community look forward to about as much as any other as well, don't they?
We do. That's like you said, that's a big rivalry for us because years and years ago we used to open up with them on Thursday nights, and drew a big crowd, and it's always been a good ball game.
Coach, I won't keep you much further longer. I know you want to get to your kids and you want to make that short trek south back home, but Coach, I'm glad that you're doing well. I want to ask you one quick question. I'm going to get out of your way. I know last year, it was, we talked about how, Coach Dillinger, one of the really good guys in high school football, but unfortunately had some health concerns. But you look much, much better and look like you feel how's things going from the health standpoint.
I feel much better than I did. Didn't know there was anything wrong with me, but I feel much better. I'm trying to exercise a little bit more than I did before and watch what I eat. But, that's the way it goes in life sometimes. You take it and do the best you can with it.
Well, I mean, we all have things that can happen. The good Lord, we don't ever know, but the good Lord knows, and we can have things that can creep up on us pretty quick without any type of warning. But congratulations, Coach. I know you're excited about having that win, and we'll look forward to seeing you on down the road all season long.
I appreciate it. Thank y'all very much.
That's Coach Jimmy Dillinger, the head football coach for the Baldwyn Bearcats. Tell you what, Stephen, let's just wrap it up right quickly. First game of the season, Baldwyn and Booneville, 21-7, the final score here from Keenum Stadium at Northeast Mississippi Community College. Congratulations to the Bearcats. Good luck to Booneville next week. They'll be at home against the Tigers of Nettleton. I'd take a guess, we'll probably be doing that one because that's one of the big games of the year, early season, and Booneville will try to get back to their winning ways as well. Well, for Paul Blansett and for Stephen Chris from the Northeast Mississippi Community College dressing room, the visitor dressing room, which was a victorious dressing room tonight, bidding a very pleasant good evening.